So at this point, we've all seen and dealt with pinless joints. I don't like them as a customizer. They suck unless you're swapping the whole upper torso, which is not always ideal. Like for instance, I wanted to use certain parts of these legs. These are legs from, who is that figure? Who is that Pokemon? That'd be tight if I could do that, but I don't have the skills for that, and I'm not paying nobody. Who the fuck is that figure? Why am I cussing? Old Man Hawkeye. Like these legs from Old Man Hawkeye, I wanted to swap out some stuff, but as you can see, they're pinless, so there's really no way to take them out. Logan too, these arms are awesome. But like, let's say I wanted to use these forearms on something else, that's a negative, because these forearms might be, these arms might be too small for a Bucky Cat, but they might be perfect for something else. Or a Grim Reaper mode, I might want to use forearm on a Grim Reaper mode, and I can't. So pinless joints suck. I don't like them at all. I can't take apart figures how I want. I even tried heating these up. I did a video about pinless joints. I even tried heating these up, and I thought they were like one end was open and whatnot, but no, they're not. They're not open. They look good, don't get me wrong, they look amazing. Like that looks awesome. That is just like one uniform. It's one uniform thing there, and it's not pegs like this. Those can be distracting sometimes, but as a customizer, I'm finding myself not liking them. Granted, I haven't really encountered a custom I'll use them for besides Winter Soldier, but this was easy. All I did was swap the arm over, but as you can see, I had to use the whole arm. I didn't plan on using the whole arm. I just wanted to use maybe the forearm, but I couldn't get this out, and I thought about cutting one side and doing all of that, but I think if I do that, it won't go in the way I want it to, and it won't look how it looks now. So I'm kind of worried about that. I'm gonna have to try it and see, but as far as it goes, pinless joints suck. Don't like them. I try to avoid them at all costs, really. Like this buck is really good. I've seen people take this buck and make Joes out of them. That's awesome, but it's like, if I wanted to take this guy and say I wanted to use certain parts to make Duke just that more, make Duke look more muscular, I wouldn't be able to. Like there's nothing I could do. I'd just be stuck. Probably could pop these arms off, but then again, like, you just stuck with not being able to use certain pieces. It's killjoy, really. I hope they don't continue to do pinless joints all the time. Like sometimes it's cool, but I do not want to see the whole line be pinless. Like, because I'm telling you, certain kit bashes and everything is ruined now. Like this one, I had to modify, not the pinless joints, but getting the torso on here was a pain. It's a lot more work that doesn't need to be done when you could just have the pin there, heat it up, pop it off. Or let's even say, like I said earlier, if they just take one side and it's not connected and you could just cut it. You could just heat it up and pop it off. I tried to heat these up. I think it was Old Man Hawkeye. I tried it on before I took them apart. I tried to heat this up and I pulled it just to see, because some people were telling me it's nubs. Flashpoint Customs, I guess his was a nub and he was able to pop the arm off. So I thought they were all like that. I heated it up. I popped a screwdriver in there, tried to pry it and everything. Nothing. It's not a nub. Mine's not a nub anyway. It's a peg straight across, and it is terrible. They look good, but as far as customizing goes, like this whole arm is cool, but I really didn't want. It kind of looks small to me compared to this body. This joint's really weird too. Like that joint's really weird. You can see right there, his arm looks broken. So there's that too. Like, and that's another thing they're doing with these figures, is they're giving them really wonky joints. Not the knee, not on this figure, but his knee. This is his knee. His elbow is really wonky, and I noticed on the new who was that? Dormammu and Red Skull, the joints are really wonky. So it's just a lot of stuff is cool, but a lot of stuff they're doing is, to me, it's just too much. I didn't mind the old stuff. They could have just made it look a little more sleek, but I guess that's the point of the pinless. But yeah, it doesn't always work out in my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about pinless joints. The last video I did on pinless joints, people seem to have kind of the same feeling towards them as far as customizing goes, because it's a jab. It makes you feel like they're taking out the customizer, so it makes you feel like they don't want you to customize. at least in my opinion. Like I said, you can always swap the whole arm like I did here. Whole arm, but then, and to me, this arm doesn't look big enough. Like, this was a bucky cap arm, and this is a lot smaller than the bucky cap arm. So I just wanted the forearm with the wrap. It looked pretty sick, but this one, I mean, it works for what I'm using it for, and you can see too, it's even longer. This one's longer than this one. Longer arm. Not really my cup of tea. It really, to me, it's a jab at the customizer. Like, we don't want you guys customizing our stuff, and I'm pretty sure they do, because you could tell, because a lot of stuff they make, a lot of customizers were making. Like, at the time, Tiger Stripe Wolverine was a big custom. Gambit was big customs. Jubilee, and then you see they didn't even retro, they released them. They released the Tiger Stripe, they released Jubilee, and they released Gambit, and you could tell they're looking at the community for this stuff. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about pinless joints in the comments.